Hello everyone. We are going to be ranking every single rifle in the Wild West, including the sniper rifles. I decided they also include sniper rifles because, they're technically, they're rifles, but, it'd be kind of weird just to do only snipers considering how few snipers there are. So I'm just going to include them in this batch. But I'm not going to be doing muskets because muskets are not rifles. You know the drill. We got the ranking list here, and we'll be ranking every single rifle. Let's start at the bottom with the YellowBoy Rifle, or in this case, I'm using the Red Nose Rifle because it's just a reskin of the YellowBoy. The YellowBoy does 28 to the body and 56 to the head, making it a good 4-shot to the body and 2-shot to the head. If you were to purchase the normal one, it would be very cheap for only $1,000, making this weapon, well, very accessible and pretty okay for its price. It shoots relatively quickly, doesn't have the best accuracy, having an accuracy of about, I would say, what, like 92? Is that 92 or 95? I can't really tell. Probably more like 95. It's a pretty good weapon at medium range, gets the job done, deals a good amount of damage, and it's really cheap. But obviously, I'm not really going to factor price too much into this, considering, I'm basing all these weapons on how good they are, not on how cost effective they are. Once you get like a good bit away, it becomes harder to actually hit your shots, which is a big problem with this weapon. Very solid first pick for a new gun. If this is your starting gun, then obviously it's a good starting gun, but once you get more money, you should probably be upgrading to something better. As such, I think the YellowBoy deserves a C tier. Moving on to the Lynx, or in my case, I have the Spectral Lynx, which is just a reskin from the recent Halloween event. The normal Lynx does not have this bayonet, so I will not be putting that as part of the rifle, but if you do want to get the Spectral Lynx, it does have a nice bayonet that does 35 damage and does also bleeding damage on top of that. Say where I hit this guy, you can see it does a little bit of bleeding damage. The bayonet's pretty nice, but I'm not going to be including it as part of the normal Lynx because the normal Lynx doesn't have it, and it costs $4,000 for the normal Lynx. $4,000, you get a very high-powered gun that has 4 shots, does 40 to the body, and 80 to the head. It does take a little bit to shoot and a little bit to reload, but this is a very powerful gun. 40 damage to the body is really strong and can pair well with many other sidearms, and its 80-shot headshot damage basically allows you to shoot them dead with any other gun in the game. So this is a very good gun if you pair it up with other weapons, and it's a very accurate gun, as you can see by the crosshair. It has an accuracy of what seems to be 99%, making this a very accurate gun for how cheap it is. But due to its low bullet count and its slow firing speed, I think there are better guns, but I do think this is good enough to cement it high B tier weapon. B tier, totally worth out of your way to get if you don't feel like spending a lot of money. Now we move to the first sniper, the Sharp Sniper. This is the first sniper you're probably going to obtain. Going for 7,500 in the shop, the Sharp Sniper is the sniper you're probably going to obtain first. Does 150 to the head, takes a good bit to reload, and 75 to the body. Ultimately, the Sharp Sniper, you can't go wrong with this. 75 to the body and 150 to the head is always enough to kill basically anything you want. It's a sniper, it does its sniper job. It's a solid sniper pick. As such, I think for a solid sniper pick, it deserves a solid low A tier, as it's exactly what you pay for. So solid low A you go. It's a low A tier, but it's a solid sniper. Moving on to the Autoloading Rifle. This is one of the newer rifles, achieved with level 35 primary. It has 5 bullets and is an automatic gun. Has an accuracy of what seems to be like 97 or 98%, a little lower than the Lynx comparatively, but it has 1 more bullet, can 3-shot the body, just like the Lynx, but has an extra bullet, shoots a lot quicker, and reloads probably at like a similar pace. This weapon's pretty easy to get, considering you don't even need to spend money, you just kill people to get primary up, so it's not even that bad of a way to get it, which makes this gun very good. It's a little less accurate than a Lynx, but it gets the job done considering it's, automatic. Automatics are a good way for new players to kill people, so if you're bad at shooting people, automatics might be your way, and the Autoloading Rifle is a very respectable auto-loading gun. I would say probably one of the better automatic guns in the game, if not one of the best. And honestly, even if you're good at the game and don't really care whether or not it's automatic, this gun absolutely shreds. I'm going to place this above the Lynx and the Sharps. I think it deserves a good solid A tier, middle A tier. Moving on to the Spencer Carbine. This is achieved through Justice level 50, so it's a decent bit out of the way to get. 7 bullets. Doesn't automatically shoot, but you get 45 to the head, and it shoots relatively quickly. It only has like what seems to be like 95% accuracy, so not even as accurate. 34 to the body, meaning it can 3-shot in the body. It's a very good gun, considering it has 7 bullets and shoots really quickly. It reloads all at once, as you can see there, meaning you can't really like reload one at a time, but that shouldn't affect you too much. Can 2-shot in the head and 3-shot in the body. It's not like a high dealing damage to the head though, so you can't like pair, so most pistols won't pair up too well with it. I would equate this to just an upgraded red nose rifle. Same, literally the same amount of, you get the same amount of rounds, slightly better accuracy, and maybe a little bit quicker shooting speed. I can't really tell. So as such, I think I'm just going to rank this as if it were an upgraded YellowBoy. Since you're just an upgraded YellowBoy, you can go B tier, right behind the Lynx. Now going to the Harmonica Rifle. The Harmonica Rifle is purchased for $12,000 in the gun shop. It used to be cheaper than the Winchester, I thought. Although the Winchester is purple, the Harmonica is still blue for whatever reason. Has 12 shots, and it's automatic. Oh, it doesn't even two-shot the head, and it's 4 shots to the body. Depends on how you feel about automatics, but does take a little bit to reload. Very nice gun for an automatic. I mean, it has high accuracy, which seems to be similar to the Carbine, the Spencer Carbine. It's the same accuracy as the Spencer Carbine, but you get more bullets and less damage. But it's completely automatic, and it shoots really quick, meaning you can absolutely shred with this gun if you like automatics. Personally, I'm not too much of a fan of this gun, considering automatics have you standing too much in one place, and I'd rather just move around a little bit to shoot, to keep your enemies on your toes. And considering it can't two-shot in the head, it requires 3 headshots to be effective. I think in my opinion, ruins the gun a little bit for me. Though 12 bullets is nice, meaning if you suck at aiming, you get more shots, and it's automatic. So if you suck at aiming like twice as much, you can actually just shred. So if you normally suck at aiming guns, this might be the gun for you. So the Autoloading 5 is an A tier. I'm gonna put this at bottom of A tier. It's a solid pick. It's a solid pick if you suck at the game. In my opinion, there's guns better than it if you actually get good at the game. The last of the blue category, we got the Mexican Carbine. This is also another one of the new guns, going for like $21,000 in the black market. So you do need a black market key, which can set you back however much more. Does 70 to the head and 32 to the body. Shoots relatively quickly. Seems to have about, seems to have the same exact accuracy as the Spencer Carbine with 2 more bullets that also deal more damage. And its reloading is a little weird because you have to toss out all the bullets. Like, let me show you that. So let me just fire a couple shots off. Say I have 5 bullets right now. You can see it's going to go back down to 0 because you throw out all the bullets and you reload them. It's kind of weird. Does 7 to the head, shoots really quickly. Only does 32 to the body though, meaning it's a 4 shot to the body, which is a little annoying if you're just trying to kill someone with this. Makes that very annoying. But it is a one shot to the head, then 1 shot to the body, so it can be a 1-2 gun. 9 bullets does make it very nice. Still a very solid gun, very good. Don't know if it's worth the $21,000 price tag. Might be, considering that auction guns exist and they're like stupid expensive for no reason. This is ultimately a solid gun, although I think there's better for cheaper. If I had to rank it, I would say it's basically a better. It might be like slightly above the Spencer Carbine due to the fact that it has 2 extra bullets. So considering I put the Spencer Carbine in B, I'm going to place this at the top of B tier, above the Lynx. I think that's a fair assessment of the gun. High B tier. That does it with the blues. Moving on to the purples, we got the 1886 Lebel Rifle. Lebel Rifle. I don't know how to pronounce it. Please don't make fun of me. 10 bullets, 72 to the head. Takes a bit to reload. Takes a bit to shoot, and 45 to the body. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to shoot this gun. Does reload pretty quickly though, but I think the shooting again factor of this gun kind of ruins it. It's mainly a hunting weapon. This does have 50% more hunting damage, so it does do a lot. It does do a good more damage when you're hunting, so it has more of a use of hunting. I wouldn't say its use for killing players is that good, considering how long it takes to chamber a new round. It does make it a little annoying when you want to shoot a lot quicker. 10 bullets is nice though, meaning it's very forgiving if you screw up, and it's very accurate with an accuracy of 99%, meaning if you want basically a free 99% gun, which you get from hunting level 30, so doesn't even take too long to achieve. It's relatively okay, but I'm gonna have to degrade it a lot considering how long it takes to shoot again. I just don't like that. As such, you're going in the C tier category, pal. I'll put you above the YellowBoy at least. Actually, I'm gonna put the YellowBoy higher because it has a faster shooting speed. To the next weapon, the Winchester Rifle. The Winchester goes for $8,000 in the shop. I don't think its price has changed in a long time, and it's still a very good gun. I mean, look at those stats. What's that? 98% accuracy. I know from personal experience, this gun is also very good on horseback. I haven't tested a lot of the other guns on horseback because I only have so much. I play this game so much, and it's one of the best guns. But the Winchester is an all-around very solid gun. 8 bullets is goated, 35 to the body, making it a 3-shot to the body, 70 to the head, making it a 2-shot to the head. If you do 1 to the body and 1 to the head, it's a 2-shot too. This is a very strong gun, very accurate, Always gets the job done. This is honestly like one of the most peak guns in the game, honestly. Especially since it's pretty cheap for 8,000. 8,000 I know for some people might be a ways hassle to get, but once you do get money, 8,000 for this weapon is very worth it. I would say the most worth it gun in the game. If you like rifles, this is the gun for you. It always gets the job done. It's a perfect weapon. I used to use this all the time before I stopped caring about rifles because I got the Patterson Navy and the Schwarzlutes, which are basically mini rifles on your sidearms because of how accurate and how much damage they do. And I could just so I would swap out my primary for a shotgun. But if you don't really care for shotguns and prefer rifles, this is the perfect gun, honestly. You can never go wrong with the Winchester. I usually would like to save S tier for the most broken guns in the game, like a gun that's legitimately like should be nerfed, which I guess the Winchester, for its price and for how good it is, maybe it should be changed, or at least the other gun should be buffed to, you know, match how good the Winchester is. So I would say it deserves low S tier as an absolutely goated pick of a weapon. Now, before I finish out this ranking, I would encourage you to like and subscribe, and if you don't, I'm going to kill this capybara. He will die. You have 5 seconds. Do it now. Do it now, or he dies! This is all your fault. You did this. You could have prevented this. Moving on from the goated weapon to a completely ass weapon, we got the Hartford Rifle. Look at this iron sight. It forces you into first person, and it takes up so much space. And you know the worst problem is? It doesn't even one-shot in the head. That's right, 90 damage to the head, bro. What is that? 75 to the body. It also doesn't help the fact that this is the most expensive gun in the shop, going for 15,000. This gun's ass. It doesn't even one-shot in the head. Why? Why would you ever use this gun? Like, I don't think it, like, fills any, like, roles that couldn't be used by a different weapon. As such, I'm a Hartford hater. Gotta put it in F tier. Maybe D tier. Maybe I could put it in D tier. But I'm a hater, so I'm gonna put it in F tier. Henry Marksman, a sniper based off the Martini Henry. The Henry Marksman is achieved at hunting level 50. It has a sniper scope on it, so it's what you expect. It's a free sniper, so you get what you get. 160 to the head, and did I lag out? Well, seems like my computer lagged out for a bit, but back to the Henry Marksman. Does 80 to the body and 160 to the head. It's obviously a good sniper. That's the point of this weapon. Very similar to the Sharps, but I think slightly better. Let me compare it to the Sharps again. Sharps does 150 to the head, and its reload is slightly longer than the Henry Marksman. So this is practically just the Sharps, but better. And the Sharps is already a good sniper rifle, so the Marksman gets a pass. Don't need to put too much effort into thinking about that, so I'm just gonna put it above the Sharps. That's basically what the gun is. Moving on to the Volcano Rifle. I have the Frozen Volcano Rifle. They both have the exact same stats. It's just the Volcano Rifle has a nice skin to it. 10 bullets, 64 to the head, and 32 to the body. It also has the unique ability to be fanned, which I think is very nice. I used to love using this gun back in the day due to its fanning ability, but I think it's been nerfed a little bit, especially since the body only does 32 to the body, and its fanning seems so much worse than it used to be. I don't know if that's just me being nostalgic, but I feel like this gun got worse. I feel like they nerfed this gun, and I wouldn't be too surprised if they did because it used to be kind of broken. It's a good gun. It seems to have okay accuracy at like 90-something%. It's a slightly worse Winchester in terms of accuracy, has slightly better Winchester in terms of bullet count, and it has the unique ability to be fanned. Has 4 shots to the body, does not 3 shot the body, so that kind of sucks, but it's a very good gun. So let's put the Volcano Rifle, I would say, at the top of A tier. I think you can go there. Moving on to the Martini Henry. This is a good first-person gun. 112 to the head. Can do 100 to the head for a good decent bit, actually. Drop-offs around here. Which is really what you kind of need. Which is really like the perfect distance to hit headshots with the first-person weapon. 80 damage to the body, so really strong. Very quick reload. And the iron sights aren't freaking annoying as frick. At close range, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Ultimately, this is the better first-person gun, and the first-person gun I would probably recommend getting if you want a high-damage first-person weapon. Martini Henry, I think, deserves a solid B tier, because I still hate playing in first-person, but I would say at least it's better than the Hartford, because it actually one-shot in the head, and it doesn't obstruct you as much as the Hartford. So, as such, I'm going to put this at, above the Lynx? I kind of prefer the Lynx. I prefer the Lynx, but I wouldn't prefer it to the Spencer. I would put it there. We have first Game Pass gun being the 1888 Lebel Maxim. It's basically the old 1880 rifle, but made into a sniper and gone through Hitman level 40. This weapon has 10 bullets, same as the same as the normal Lebel rifle. 90 to the head, and 50 to the body. How does that compare to the actual Lebel rifle? Lebel does 45 to the body and 92 and 72 to the head. Oh, I see. So this is a slightly stronger, so this gun is slightly stronger, and it has a nice silenced sound effect. It's an okay-ish sniper. I don't use it much, considering it only does 90 damage to the head. But it's very silent, and you can stay scoped in, so that's a very unique ability. It's very different from the other snipers, but I don't know, I kind of prefer the one shot, one kill compared to this gun, which you're forced to get at least a second shot for a sniper, which I think is kind of ruins the point of a sniper, because you can't one shot with the sniper. You're doing something wrong. But this weapon does have a 1.5 times animal modifier, meaning it's good for hunting, at least. Not really too good for killing players, because once you shoot them once with a sniper, they're going to run like crazy, and they're not going to let you hit them again for easy. So that's why you'd rather prefer a sniper that can actually one-shot kill. And since this gun can never one-shot kill, I'm going to have to degrade it very harsh for that. But it's still a nice weapon, especially for hunting, and just for like shooting at a distance. But it does I believe that does like ruin its ability to actually be used a lot. Gonna have to give this a D tier gun. It's not F tier, still has its use, but it doesn't one shot kill. It just doesn't, and that's what ruins it. Now for the Mare's leg, which I do not have. As such, I don't have it, so I literally can't rate it myself. So moving on to the Guycot. Oh, the Guycot. The joke of the auction weapons, and of all weapons, actually. Does 12 damage to the body, and does 26 to the head. Shoots absolutely fast as hell. Shoots a lot quicker than I thought. Wait, I thought it shot a little slower than this. Man, this is did this weapon get a buff recently? Anyways, this gun can shred, has 80 bullets, which makes it, you know, really good at shredding. Takes 9 shots to the body and about like 4 shots to the head. You can absolutely shred people. Takes forever to reload though. But 80 bullets should be more than enough. And it only really has one use, which I have made a video on, which is just getting to Exploration 100, because it's really good at killing NPCs, because NPCs stand still, and players don't really stand still. Honestly, with the fact that it has 80 bullets now, it does make the gun actually kind of useful. You know what? You can go bottom of C tier. I'm gonna say that you're not actually bad. You're actually okay. Oh, the Spitfire. Revolving sniper is technically a rifle. As many of you know, has 2 modes. If you click F, you can switch between sniper and this more first-person mode. Back in the day, the Spitfire used to be the most broken gun, and I remember it. I've had the Spitfire for a long time. As you can see, I have number 56, and I used to love it when it first came out, because it used to do 55 damage to the body and 150 to the head, like at very close ranges. It used to be so broken. It was the perfect gun. Now it doesn't do that much. It only does 23 to the body close up and 61 to the body far away. It's the only gun in the game where the further you get away, the more damage it does, which is kind of weird. As you can see, if you get further away, it does now more damage to the head, making the Spitfire kind of like it's a weird gun. This is obviously the best sniper in the game, and obviously deserves the S tier slot. I mean, that's just no question, but I just want to say, back in the day, this gun used to be the best all-around gun in the game, absolutely perfect. You wouldn't even need another gun if you had the OG Spitfire. Oh my gosh, I miss the OG Spitfire so much because of how broken it was. And for the best sniper in the game, well, obviously it has to go solid S tier. Is it worth spending millions of dollars on? That's another discussion. But in terms of how useful it is, I would say S tier it goes. Well, this is how I'd rank all the rifles and plus snipers in the game. I can't rate the Mare's leg because I don't have it, but some people say it's now because of nerfs, which I can't test because I don't have the gun. Please, devs, give me the gun. Other than that, thank you for watching the video. It is greatly appreciated. And I guess I really gotta get on that Justice level 100 grind now. Oh, that's gonna be many hours of my life.